He, the man standing with the anointing of God. This individual had something within him that no other man of his own house, of the entirety of his own house, was blessed to have. He was born a Nazarite from the womb. How do you get turned to allow your seed to flow through that which is not of your house when you got such an anointing over you? These demons in the unseen work through people. And them working through people had aligned many around Samson from the time he was born. They knew he was born a Nazarite. They knew the power that he could potentially inflict and change in the world. The power he could potentially inflict that would create change in the world. So they set up all of these people around him. So that his actions in the world are limited. He's caught up in love triangles. He's having to move around at night. Everywhere he go, he getting plotted on by the Philistines just so he could get some pleasure from a woman. Because all the women he wanted were of the Philistine house. So no, Samson's desire was to be loved. But he was hurt because of betrayal. And he kept having to move through life so quickly and dynamically that he never could overcome his hurt. He could never come to terms with what exactly is the problem. And he would find pleasure in vessels that were highly deceptive, that his enemies would use, that his enemies would have more power and loyalty in than him. Never once looking within his own house to find safety, because the honorable man of his house didn't do it. It was a status thing. This is my Bible study today. This is my Bible study to speak to you being the vessel of God. You, whether you have an anointing for a particular affinity, whether you have the ability to interpret certain things of God, whatever that anointing is, you must honor it. You can't lower it. You must build yourself up to meet it where it's at. Because in lowering it to try to make it fit into everybody's little box so that the masses can receive it, you lower its integrity. And that in itself is a sin. That itself is blasphemous. The last thing you want to do is lower the integrity of anything of God. You want to offer it in a way where it is offered and polished up in its most pristine way to show every attribute of it in its best light. And that's what the Spirit of God spoke to me yesterday, y'all. I was reading this. I was sitting right on the sofa and I was looking into what to expound upon in this Bible study today, and it spoke to me, and it was harsh. And God usually doesn't speak harshly to me, and it was harsh. And I was like, oh. And I began to look into it, and And in looking into it, I noticed why it came so harsh. Because it's serious. I get in front of this camera and I can look at it as just, oh, I'm just doing a Bible study. But there will be one person that will take what I say and build a point of reference around it of God. And that's powerful. That is very powerful. And if I don't acknowledge the power that is within that, then I don't deserve to come before you. I need to let it go. And that's why it came harsh. Because it's bigger than me. So, because I was going to come forward today with another directional with this to try to make it more worldly. I did. I had written it on the board here, and I was going to make it all worldly and kind of like pop culture-ish, if you want to call it that, where everybody can kind of relate to. And it ain't that. You got to rise up to meet it where it's at. And I'm so thankful for the love. I'm so thankful for being reprimanded. I'm so thankful for God paying attention to me enough to chasten me. Yeah. I am. You're loved more than you'll ever know. I'll never stop telling you. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Peace and love.